Arnold Schwarzenegger was born on July 30, 1947, near Graz, Austria. Schwarzenegger's childhood was far from ideal. His father, Gustav, was an alcoholic police chief and one-time member of the Nazi Party, who clearly favored Arnold's brother over his gangly, seemingly less athletic younger son. Gustav is reported to have beaten and intimidated Arnold and, when he could, pitted his two boys against one another. He also ridiculed Schwarzenegger's early dreams of becoming a bodybuilder. It was a very uptight feeling at home. In 1961, the young Arnold didn't like soccer, the sport most children played in his native Austria, so he tried weightlifting instead. He became so dedicated to bodybuilding he began breaking into his local gym on the weekends when it was closed so he could train. "It would make me sick to miss a workout. I knew I couldn't look at myself in the mirror the next morning if I didn't do it." By 1965, Arnold was serving in the Austrian army to fulfill his one-year service requirement. He ended up going AWOL during basic training so he could compete in the Junior Mr. Europe contest and ended up serving a week in military prison because of it, but he won the contest. In 1968, Arnold arrived in America with little money and could barely speak English. Because bodybuilding doesn't pay, he began a bricklaying business with a fellow bodybuilder, mixing cement and knocking down walls with a sledgehammer. And finally in 1970, Arnold won his first Mr. Olympia title at 23, making him the youngest Mr. Olympia ever, a record he still holds today. He would go on to win it 6 more times. In 1971, his brother Meinhard died in a car accident in which he was killed instantly. Arnold later paid for Meinhard's son Patrick's education and his emigration to the United States, and in 1972 his father, Gustav Schwarzenegger, died from a stroke, but Arnold was unable to attend his funeral because he training for a bodybuilding contest. Schwarzenegger later recalled, "So uptight and uncomfortable, in fact, that Schwarzenegger would later refuse to attend the funeral of his father." Arnold was a color commentator at the 1980 Mr. Olympia competition when he announced at the last minute he would compete in the contest. Schwarzenegger had been retired from competition but had been secretly training for the event. He won it with only 7 weeks of preparation, and after being declared Mr. Olympia for the 7th time he officially retired from competition. Arnold appeared in James Cameron's The Terminator. Of his early acting career, Arnold said, "It was very difficult for me in the beginning. I was told by agents and casting people that my body was too weird, that I had a funny accent, and that my name was too long. You name it, and they told me I had to change it. Basically, everywhere I turned, I was told that I had no chance." Basically, Arnold turned all those negatives into a totally unique and iconic package. Arnold reappeared as the title character in Terminator 2, Judgment Day, which was the highest-grossing film of 1991. Arnold also starred in Last Action Hero, which did poorly at the box office, opening opposite Jurassic Park. It is one of many failed movies in his career, as he admits. But in 1994, Arnold's movie career bounced back when he reunited with James Cameron for the popular Sky film True Lies. An incident happened in 2001 in which Arnold broke 6 ribs and was hospitalized for 4 days after a motorcycle crash in Los Angeles. In 2003, Schwarzenegger again showed his resolve to succeed when he threw his hat into the ring for the California governor's race and won a seat in a special election. In a state that was mired in severe budget woes, the newly elected Republican governor promised to bring economic stability to his adopted state. Without any previous political experience, Arnold won the California recall election for governor by 1.3 million votes, and in 2006 Arnold won the re-election for governor of California by well over 1 million votes. Arnold restarts his acting career with his first leading role in 10 years with The Last Stand, and his first co-starring role with Sylvester Stallone in Escape Plan. Continuing with his acting career, Schwarzenegger rejoined Stallone for The Expendables 3 in 2014. The following year he returned to the film franchise that made him a star with Terminator Genisys. In January 2017, Schwarzenegger replaced incoming President Donald Trump as host of NBC's reality show The New Celebrity Apprentice, produced by Mark Burnett. However, the show stumbled to low ratings, and within a few months the actor announced that he would not return. Schwarzenegger endured a health scare while undergoing surgery for a catheter valve replacement at a Los Angeles hospital in March 2018. The valve replacement failed, resulting in emergency open-heart surgery that proved successful. According to his spokesman, Schwarzenegger was soon in stable condition, reportedly waking up with the words "I'm back," in a nod to his famous Terminator character. Please subscribe to our channel and click the bell icon for latest updates.